PM Finance Review is a leading brand name in the world of finance and banking. Their awards were created to recognize companies of all sizes that are prominent in particular areas of expertise and excellence within the global financial community. Today, we're pleased to offer an award to Allianz Trade for Best Trade Credit Insurance Company Asia Pacific 2024. Based in the vibrant city of Hong Kong, Allianz is in the center of the busy Asia Pacific region. With more than 125 years of expertise, Allianz's global business intelligence is unrivaled. Allianz Trade offers technology-driven processes across the APAC region, which are used to offer insight and information to businesses of all sizes and sectors. We were glad to talk recently to Paul Flanagan, head of the Allianz Trade APAC region, about the exciting new plans for 2025.
Well, hello, and thank you so much for joining us from Hong Kong today to talk a little bit about the excellent work of Allianz Trade, and indeed congratulations on your award-winning success.
Thank you very much. We're very proud to receive the award again. It's a very highly recognised award, and for us it means a lot to get the recognition from a company like you, and it'll mean a lot to us in the market and to our clients. So thank you very much.
Okay, well, let's explore a little bit now, if we may, the plans you have made for the future. Allianz Trade, I know, has actually recently unveiled its 2025 to 28 plans and a company strategy. Can you provide us an overview of the key pillars of that strategy and how it differs from previous ones?
Yeah, I think what really differentiates this strategy from the previous one was that the previous strategy was about organic growth. It was about doing more of what we do more effectively and growing in that way. The new strategy is really about changing the way the organization is going forward, and that's what shape and scale is all about. So first of all, scale is really just about expanding, doing more of what we do, so becoming a more multi-line by adding new products, surety for example, multi-geography, expanding into more countries, and multi-distribution, expanding our distribution networks across the globe. So that's the scale. And the shape is really leading that industry in the direction that it's going, which is basically more and more online trading. So for us, it's developing e-commerce solutions, it's developing solutions for ESG, for our banks and for our clients, and it's also all about empowering our people, building the organization and the skill sets for the future to create an agile organization ready to be more adaptable and to take full advantage of the AI and the data tools that we see coming down the train. So it's scaling what we do now and then dictating the direction of the market going forward through innovation.
Okay, excellent. Well, let's now take a look at how Allianz Trade's new strategy actually aligns with the evolving demands of the global insurance landscape.
Yeah, well, I think we built our strategy in consultation with our partners, brokers and clients, because we've been listening to what they want. And I think the big thrust is a couple of things. First of all, trade is moving more and more online. So the dynamics of trade are changing. Invoicing, credit payments, everything is being done online. So clients are looking for support in how they can trade online because it opens up a lot of new challenges. Fraud is one, identifying your customer, setting credit limits instantaneously. So instead of, taking a few days to decide on how much a credit limit, you need to decide on a credit limit within milliseconds. So developing an organization that can go online with our clients. The second step is, as the global supply chains are starting to shift, as we've seen, our clients are coming to us and saying, okay, our plans, they still involve China for sure, but we're also looking to diversify our supply chains and our production facilities. We want to be in different markets. And so that's where the multi-geography comes from. So for me in APAC, we built up our operation in India last year significantly. We're just about to open another operation in Vietnam. So it's again, identifying the countries they're maybe not enormous today, although both of those countries are, but in the future they're going to become even more important. So for us is understanding where trade is going to be, where supply chains are going to be, where our clients need us, and be there ready for them. And that's one of the areas where the global expansion is. And then the other point is, the more you go local, then you're into smaller companies spread out over a wider area. Then you need to access different distribution channels. So we're using local brokers, and we're also tapping into the Allianz global network of sales and distribution, and that's another area. So we're trying to follow our clients where their business lead them and try and actually get there before them so that when they get there, we're ready to serve them. And then the final issue is there's a lot of uncertainty emerging now geopolitically, as we all know, and our clients are nervous, of course. They still want to be global organizations, they want to trade globally, and they want to manufacture and distribute globally. So they need support from us, and then again, our global footprint, our knowledge base in each of these key markets, and our support and advice really helps them with that. So we're helping our clients to manage these shifts in supply chains, and then as I said earlier, as they get more involved in ESG, we're trying to be there for them as well and try and help them with ESG solutions across the board. So that's how we're following our clients and trying to follow them in the way their business is developing.
Well, okay, we know, of course, that the Asia-Pacific region is a highly dynamic region with indeed very, very diverse markets.
Yeah.
So the question is, I suppose, really, what are the specific opportunities and also challenges that Allianz Trade sees going forward with those markets under your new strategy?
Well, I think the big opportunity and the threat is obviously the global supply chain changes. Now, I think a lot of companies during COVID realized that they were very heavily exposed to China when it came to supply chains. And after COVID, they started to say, okay, we need to diversify. We don't believe that companies are deserting China by any stretch. I think China will continue to be a major manufacturer. They not only have the people, but they have the technical ability to manufacture at scale, high quality, technically, difficult things. So China will always be a big manufacturer, but companies are now looking to move. What's nice for us is that the majority of supply chains that are moving are staying within the APAC region. So we're seeing them move into Vietnam, India, Malaysia, Indonesia, and some to the Philippines. Some are going to Europe, but not that many. So the opportunity for us is that as companies are looking to relocate, they need support, they need help. So we can help them with that. We can put them in touch with local suppliers and allow them to build their local networks. That's one big opportunity for us. The other opportunity is where we believe a lot of these new production areas will take them a long time to get to the level where China is today. So what they will end up doing is they'll be importing from China into places like Vietnam or Malaysia and Indonesia, finishing the production there and then exporting. So the opportunity for Allianz Trade is that we have exports from China into, let's say, the Vietnam, and then from Vietnam into Europe or the US. So I have an opportunity to insure those shipments twice. So there's a big opportunity there for us. The risk, of course, is the transition, the geopolitical issues, the uncertainty regarding tariffs, technical restrictions. These things could create problems. But the interesting thing to note is that even with all the geopolitical tension between China and America, we identified that America still imports over nearly 300 strategically important product types from China that they simply can't find anywhere else in the short term. So for us, we think there may be some uncertainty, but I think overall it will return to a more stable level. The challenge is to change, where the fallout's going to be, and the downside for us is there will be winners and losers. And as insurers, we have to be very cognizant of the risk. So companies manufacturing and shipping to America, if they lose that, what does that mean for the risk? And what does that mean for our clients? So there's risk involved in this change. It's a transitional moment, but there's lots of upside. So that's the good thing for us, of course.
Looking ahead, what will you say are some of the key initiatives and indeed innovations you plan to introduce in the Asia-Pacific region over the next few years?
Well, I think I've already mentioned the e-commerce. I think we're very excited by that. It's been launched in Europe and it's doing quite well. We haven't launched it. We've launched it in APAC, but it's starting to get some momentum. But I think there's a lot of opportunity in APAC for that. And I think the e-commerce platform, the e-commerce support will be a big thing. I think that's going to be big. We've been in APAC for 25 years and we've developed our business dramatically over that period of time, but we've mostly focused on the larger and the medium-sized companies. Now that we're expanding our footprint and now that we have built our database and built our systems, we believe the time is now right to go into the SME sector across Asia, which not many insurers have done in this space yet. So we're developing specific products for the SME sector in Asia, which we're going to start rolling out progressively this year and next year. And I believe there's a whole population of companies who haven't even bought credit insurance yet who could potentially benefit from that. And as I said, also ESG is an area where we're trying to provide some support, particularly where we're financing green deals such as solar, alternative energy, rehabilitation for mining bonds, for example. So we're kind of providing some ESG solutions there as well. Because up until now, ESG has been a negative. It's been, companies can't do business because of these ESG concerns. What we're trying to do is turn that on its head and develop ESG-friendly products. We already have some on our surety side and on our specialty credit side. And then the big thing coming in then is when we launch our IT platform, I think we can then really step up in terms of our online platform, give a lot more power to our clients to manage their own policy, to manage their own trade online. And that's something that's coming down the pipe in the next year or so.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us from Hong Kong about your plans for the future, which sound fascinating. In the meantime, congratulations once again on your award-winning success.
No, it's a pleasure. As you say, APAC I think is going to be a very dynamic and growing region for Allianz Trade. So we're very much looking forward to the future. So thank you very much for your time, and thank you for the award again. Thank you.